Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Only because you asked for it. You asked for a live stream. You asked for it. Who all asked for a live stream? Who all asked? Asked. But it is 2:59 p.m. just outside of Toronto time, and it's so good to see you wherever you are in the world. 3 o'clock, let us know where you are. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you on this glorious, glorious Friday afternoon. Impeccable. I'm just grateful to be here and happy to be here with all of you. I'll give you guys a minute to come on in, but yeah, come on in, baby. It's Friday. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's fucking Friday, baby. Yeah, buddy. Come on in. Let us know what you're wearing, guys. Let us know. Love you too, Saab. Love you too, buddy. What are you wearing today? Saab in California. Sunny California. It's sunny here and it's hot, but nah, it's muggy. It's not sunny. This is not sunny. This is the mug raping the sun. You know what I mean? This isn't even sunny. It's just muggy and sticky and ugly and long. You know what I mean? Long and muggy. What's happening, guys? How's life treating you? Gotta Go is here. What's happening? Gotta Go. JJ is at it again. Do you also feel Eau de Fawn is quite peppery? It can be. It's quite clovey. More clovey than peppery. But it's hot. I feel like my phone's gonna overheat because it's so damn hot in here. Fuck It Friday. Yeah, we just start calling these Fuck It Fridays. Sebi is in Eau de Fawn. Sab is in Virgin Island water. I tried testing. I just came back from the boutique and they had Creed counter there. Virgin Island water empty. Aventus empty. Royal Oud empty. They had the new Aventus Absolute, whatever it's called, the newest flanker, and I did spray some on. The sales assistant's like, yeah, that's $880. How? I said, for what? She said, oh, it's really expensive for them to make. I bet it is. $880, inspired by, I don't know, Savage. But yeah, something like that. But let us know what you guys are wearing. I tried a bunch of other things. I've got so many things. I think I've got Herba Pura here by Zerjov. Here I've got Reflection. I got to try the Reflection by Amouage. It wasn't 45, it was just a regular Reflection. I got to try Jubilation, the new one, like the updated version, the modern stuff with the magnetic cap. Favorite day of the week? Oof. Oh, all of them, man. I love all of my days, but I love Friday is just a special kind of love. Everybody knows the love of a Friday. Even if you don't work, Fridays are special, right? Because you know all your other buddies are gonna enjoy Fridays too. Favorite day of the week? All of them. Omar, I'm just grateful to be here. Yeah, but Fridays, Saturdays, Mondays, I don't care. Rizzard, good to see you, Rizzard. Do you think Eau de Fawn is reformulated? I do, yes. I have no proof other than my nose, but I think it's slightly been reformulated. Zerjov Torino is a really good Freshie. They had that there too, but I didn't want to try too much because you just kind of get lost in this synthetic soup, right? But this Herba Pura super zesty, eh? That's the first thing that came on my mind was zesty. Very citrusy and zesty. And what's happening, Dan? Good to see Dan. How you doing, Dan? It's Friday, man. Are you in love or what? You should be. You should be. You deserve to be, Dan. I hope you find love. It's there for you. One quick question. Yeah, man. Just don't be naughty. Don't be naughty. Lane is in bleu. Good to see Lane. What's happening, Dushan? The party can start. Yeah, let's start the party, man. I'm just parked here outside the gym, ready to go in and get my dopamine and my hemoglobin and just certified. Just going in to get certified. Happy weekend. The weekend starts now. What is the most peppery, dirty, balsamic fragrance you know? So do you mean specifically black pepper? That's what you're looking for? Oh, or just like peppery, spicy in general. So if you're looking for black pepper, Comme des Garçons, black pepper. That's quite peppery. Poivre Samarkand by Hermes, black pepper. You know, that's, yeah, it's in the name, black pepper. I think Marc Jacobs Bang has black pepper. Now, if you can find black pepper and cinnamon, that would be a huge bang. Cinnamon is super spicy. How about, like, from the designers, you know, it's super peppery? Spice Bomb, extreme, super black pepper, thick, tarry black pepper. Like you be sneezing. That stuff will make you sneeze. Favorite black pepper? Dan says I have another 13. Maybe I'll wear that today. Yeah, I mean, that's what I left the house in, but I went to the mall and I tried a bunch of other things. Oh, I've got Guerlain Oud Nude here. That's what that sticky smelling is. Yeah, that's really sugary. That might be the sweetest thing I've got on. And this is Rose Amira. I keep going back to Rose. I need a bottle of Rose Amira. I love that plush, powdery, vanillic rose. Even though I have stuff like this over and over and over again, I feel like I need it. MJ, what's happening in Bois d'Assis? How do you say that? Bois d'Assis. Assis. How to survive in the corporate world. There's only one rule, and that is to quit. Go form your own path. That's what I would say. Omar is in Allegoria Bergamat, Calabria. Super uplifting. I wanted something uplifting today and fresh. This isn't the freshest thing, but it is clean and musky, and I don't know what else. It's just super synthetic. I don't really get notes per se, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just smells like some sort of synthetic strawberry, jasmine, musk. But it smells really good and uplifting is what it is. It's a fun perfume. Just like cottony soft, very cottony soft. What perfume works best for a woman to mask cigarette smoke? I would steer you towards the patchoulis, the heavy patchoulis. Anything with patchouli or even patchouli vanilla. How about opium, black opium for women? That's heavy and that would mask, definitely would mask cigarette smell. Yeah, lots of patchouli, lots of tarry things. Spaced, what's happening? Spaced says, Eugene, the samples arrived today. Thanks. I will now write here mini reviews for each. All right, man. Give them a whirl. Let us know what you think. Spaced. I wore Rose 31 yesterday for parts of the day. And it reminds me so much of Limette. I know I sent you a sample of Limette. I feel like they share the same base. One is they threw lime on top and the other they threw rose. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they both have that cedary, vetiver sort of base. But yeah, let us know what you think. Dan is in black saffron. Serge Luton's Poivre Noir is good too. Yeah, nice and spicy and peppery. Jared says Baby Cat. Baby Cat has a lot of pepper. Yeah, pepper. Some cinnamon can be super spicy too. Rosamira has sandalwood too. Yeah, it's so creamy, right? It's so creamy. I have samples going to a Janet in Alberta somewhere. Has anyone, I mean, should I say anything else? Or, hi Janet, how you doing? Good to see Janet. Drawn by, what's happening? Oud nude, I need to smell all of those ouds of Guerlain again. Yeah, this is really, it's like starchy sweet oud. Almost sugary sweet. Le Labo Limette 37 reminds me of a modernized Eau Sauvage, but lemon and moss are replaced by lime and musk. Simple but cooling and gentlemanly. You look like Pat Cummins. Who's that? But I mean like oriental, peppery, spicy, like with natural sweetness. Okay, now you're throwing in all these... You're throwing a slider. Now you're throwing me a slider. You started with fastballs. Now you're throwing me sliders. You're mixing them up, right? Next is going to be a curve, then a knuckle. Then you're going to come in high and tight. You're going to push me off the plate a little bit, right? I know what you're doing here, Sebi. Okay, so you want a peppery oriental, spicy peppery oriental. Does it have to have black pepper? Like per se, or can it just be spices? Oh, Poivre 23 is super peppery. Yeah, there you go. And that is oriental, ambery, tarry, vanillic, very spicy. There you go. That's a good one. Angie Mendoza, hello. Space says, Le Labo Oud 27. Smells like varnish, medicinal, mentholy oud, sharp spices and woods. Less complex than leather oud, but more wearable, I think. All right, yeah. Very dirty. I find it very dirty. But speaking of leather oud, at the Creed counter today, the Creed rep said there's a new Creed coming out, and it's called, or it's going to be called, something along the lines of leather oud, or leather and oud. She wasn't exactly sure, but she said leather and oud. She said the words leather and oud, but it was like leather oud, and I was like, what? Because like Dior leather oud ran through my mind. I was like, holy smokes, holy smokes, holy smokes. That's literally like, holy smokes. Perfume release update. Got a date in mind yet? I'm gonna say 2 months from now. 2 months from now. We'll probably launch 2 months. That's my best guesstimate from right now. Drawn by. So August sometime. Let's say August. Hopefully by August. I think it can be done. Janice says, I love Baby Cat. Hi, handsome. Happy Friday. Hello, Alyssa. Good to see Alyssa. Hope you are doing well in California, in your bikini, on the beach, smoking heaven. I hope you're having a good time. Let us know what you're wearing. Yes, that's me. All right, your samples are going out today. That is, I figured it was you. Alberta, Canada. All right, thank you. Your samples, enjoy. And I've got, this is LDE going to Congers, New York. Congers, never heard of Congers, but thank you, Congers, New York. Enjoy your La Douletic skis going out today. They did not use shipping code free. But yeah. Space says Hermes, a Peace Marine declaration with a huge green herbal mint. I get tons of mint here. Really? I don't think I ever noticed mint, but it's very melony. It's super fruity, like Eau Sauvage. Very melony and bitter and super spicy. I think it's one of the spiciest things he's ever perfumed. Let us know if you like, how do you feel about them, Space? Let us know if you like them or dislike. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if you dislike them, you know what I mean? Le Labo Bergamot 22 is their best offering. You guys just gotta go, man. Stop this nonsense. Hermes, Paprika, Brazil, tons of violet and iris. I think I missed the spices on first sniff. One of the most unique Hermes, actually. Super spicy, lots of rosewood, like cutting, sharp woods, spices. Paprika, both. I get both of the red pepper paprika and green peppers, bell peppers, sliced, fresh green sliced bell peppers. Right, but it is one of the spiciest things I've smelled right there. Super spicy, peppery, lots of cedar, iris, rosewood, like egoist. I get kind of the rosewood egoist connections. Space, have you smelled Heaven Can Wait? Jean-Claude Elena and Frederic Mull. To me, they're so parallel, right? They're more like this than they are like this. Very, very parallel. Paprika, Brazil, and Heaven Can Wait. Frederic Mull and Fleur de Cassis, like a combo parts of Cuir de Russie, Bois d'Azil, and Samsara. I get no animalics personally. Yeah, put it on your skin, let it develop, give it time. It's quite dirty. Mimosa, I think there's some carnation in there. Cassie is pissy as hell, you know, very dirty, but it's a big, grand perfume. Light it up already, bro. Bro, you don't need to ask me twice. Cheers. Happy Friday. Guys, enjoy your Friday. Like the stream. Let the algorithm know you're enjoying yourself. Like the stream. Don't be a putz. Like the stream. Thank you. Somebody liked it. There's a neck. There you go. One less putz. Another less putz. All right. Good to see you guys. Good to see you on a Friday. Let us know what perfume you're wearing, what fragrance you're wearing. Please don't tell me you're wearing something from an aerosol can. If you are, all right, but try not to do it again. I am in another 13. Which I think is an all right niche perfume. You know, it's not one of my favorites, but it does the job. And I understand the appeal to this, you know. It feels very young. This feels like a young person perfume. It feels, I wouldn't say it feels trendy, but now that I've said it, maybe it is a bit trendy. The smell, you know what I mean? It just feels very modern. It feels like something all the cool kids would wear. Space says Guerlain Rose Barbar, like une rose without the earth, but a lot of honey and green patchouli. Yeah, a lot of honey and vanilla. It's got a great use of vanilla, fruits and spices galore. Oh my God. I think it's just like, it's hand in hand, as almost as good as Towers Fee Une Rose de Candor. I think that's one of the best roses right now in the market, or at least what I've smelled. Fee, and Rose de Jamal. But Rose Barbar, from that bottle, I don't know what the current stuff is, but back then, that rose is incredible. It's incredibly full and rich and voluptuous and deep and fruity and spicy, and I'm just like in awe when I wear it. You know what I mean? Like, this is Guerlain. Like, they're not making stuff like this anymore. There's no way. It's been a long time since a modern Guerlain made me feel like that. So I love wearing Rose Barbar. It's green and spicy and fruity and long-stemmed and thorny. Incensey galore. A bit bitter, but absolutely stunning. Really stunning. Delis, what's happening? In Guerlain Imperial Cologne. Good stuff. What's happening, CK? Good to see you. No apologies necessary, bro. Just good to see you again. Hope all is well. Drawn by says, did you see Sebastian's recent long video? Oh, he had like a 45 bottle perfume unboxing. I think I saw it was an hour and a half. That's what I saw. The last thing I think I saw him uploaded. Or is a 45 bottle haul or a 50 bottle perfume unboxing haul? That was that hour and a half video. Only Sebastian and Ramsey can pull those. I haven't seen too many of those. I've like live streams that go that long, but not videos. I don't know what my longest video is probably like 30 minutes. Congers is an hour away from the city. It's by my mom's house. What a coincidence. Oh, no way. Cool. I've never heard of Congers. Congers. Oh, Space says MDCI Chypre Palatin. All right, another sample that he got. Huge, complex beauty. Has parts of Mitsuko and Histoire de Parfums 1740. I get tons of notes that constantly change. Has a vintagey, dusty feel. Yeah, very powdery. It can get cosmetic-y. I feel the top of that perfume is completely different in the base. You know what I mean? It's unrecognizable. You know, it changes so much. It goes through a huge turn, like twists. You know what I mean? But not just this way. It's like twist this way, and then, oh, it's incredible. It's incredible in terms of complexity. It's just always moving and doing really cool things. You know, it's never stuck. There's parts of it where it feels gourmandy. You know, you want to eat it. Even that big orange in the top, you kind of want to take a big bite of that big bitter orange. Mandarin, you got some green notes, the aldehydes, the vanillas, the patchoulis, the florals, the jasmines, the leather, the amber. You know, it starts as this kind of green mossy thing, but by the time it dries down, all of that green chypre notes kind of disappear. Not even be like halfway through, they start disappearing and it starts transferring or morphing into a big amber. So it's actually more of an amber to me than it is chypre in the dry down. But it's incredible. I think it's one of the best modern perfumes, like, and just so much better than everything else, you know? Like, it's that good. Space says, I did not hate any of them. On first try, Paprika Brazil and Fleur de Cassis are my favorites. I need a full wearing of MDCI to finalize my impressions. All right, cool. Yeah, whatever your feelings are. Janice says, I love having Can Wait. My holiday hotel ordered into Croatia, Pula, next to Pula Coliseum. Sweet. Lucky guy. When's that? I should come join you. JJ says, I can't smell another 13. Yeah, in the opening moments, it's quite musky. it's filled with so many. I don't know, when you read the notes, it's like the notes aren't like orange, petitgrain, jasmine, carnation, violet. It's like ambroside, amberside. It's like this genocide. I don't know. It's all these sides. You know what I mean? They're all like these chemical components to it. I think they actually say jasmine, but it's not jasmine. It's a synthetic. It's a synthetic blend. It is to jasmine what polyester is to cotton. Like that's what this is. It's a polyester version of cotton. That's what I would call this. Right. Zach, what has you so offended, my buddy? What are you, a stinker? What's going on? Why are you so offended? What has offended Zach? I think another 13 is truly unisex, a very non-offensive, mass-appealing gem like no other. Smells great in the air, you know what I mean? It's fun. It's not serious at all. Very casual. You can wear it anywhere. It's hot. So sent to the MFK Aqua Celestia Forte. We wore Aqua Universalis Forte the other day too with this heat. JJ thinks he's an osmo to it. It's very possible. CK says, I've had to stop myself from wearing a ballon. Big dent already. I always want to wear it, but I've stopped myself for a bit now. Yeah, I gotta do that too. I gotta do that too sometimes. Sometimes I put aside things that I love and just to discover other things, you know. Went to visit my best friend and brought a shitload of decants. The Rosamira leaked, turned out to be her favorite, and everything smelled like it. I've got some on here, and I really like it. CK says a 45 bottle unboxing. That's probably more than my side collection. It could have been more. I didn't watch the video. I just saw it in my feed. Space says I prefer Gaiac 10 over another 13 for hot weather. Gaiac to me is much more complex than people claim. I get a lot of stuff smells different on each wear. And Gaiac is interesting to me, but I would put it in like kind of the weird interesting, you know, like it's very creative. Zach, no, I haven't heard about the new semen scent. Tell us about it. Tell us about it. You like the smell? Does it smell good? What's happening, Kenzo, in MFK L'Homme à la Rose? Tell us about that, Kenzo. This rose. Is it green and minty or just green? I'm looking for minty roses. That's what I'm really into right now, is minty roses. Being Frederick Mull Rosenqueer, Rose de Jamal, Minty Rose, Fee, Tower Fee, Rose de Kandahar. How is a la Rose? Is it minty? You look 30 and 50 at the same time. Duchefort is a master of making complex scents with 100 different notes. He can use anything and make it smell good. Yeah, he really fucking nailed that one out of the park, didn't he? Like, unlike all of his other creations, this one, for me, stands out, like, above everything else. Chypre Palatin. And he's made a lot of good stuff. Blue Seduction? I don't. Who makes it? Gaiac 10 is my favorite Labo along with Vanille 44 and Ylang. free Diddy. You gotta free the diddler, man. Was Diddy innocent or guilty? Has anyone tried the new Essential Parfums Velvet Iris, done by Ropion? I'm interested, definitely want to try it. The brand is affordable too, $102 for 100 ml retail. I've not tried it, no. Space needs to try length 49. Kenzo says I bought Chanel No. 5 EDT last week after watching your video, Eugene. Are you enjoying it? I hope you're enjoying it. Damn, but yeah, congrats. I love 5 EDT. I love wearing it for myself. I love anything that smells like 5. I love all of the other like the products, the flankers, the body oils. Pula is in Istria, up the north. What's happening, Hi, JJ Astor. All right. Have a great day, Janet. Janet's taking off. Have a good one, Janet in Alberta. Siga says I sent you a pic of Bellum Dent, Eugene, and that's without wearing it in over a month. All right, where'd you send it? IG? So many creeps today in the chat. That's a reflection of the internet. You got weirdos on the internet everywhere. What's happening, Bobby Ono? Good to see Ono. In Hawaii. Our pineapple boy. Our pink pony pineapple boy. This is our pink pony club. That's what the people don't realize. We have our own pink pony club here. This is the real pink pony club. Isn't it? Are you gay? Are you interested? Are you interested? I can't say I blame them. I mean, it is dudes talking about perfume. You know what I mean? At 3:33 p.m. What's happening, Ono? How are you doing? Bobby Ono. Super smoggy today in Montreal. How's in Toronto? It's the same. It's muggy. I think it's air conditioning season is coming. We haven't turned it on yet, but it feels like it's got to come on soon. Have you tried the Labo Musk 25? I have a bottle. Wore it a couple days ago, and it was very animalic in hot weather. Yeah, it is very dirty, but clean as well. Synthetic musks mostly, right? Yeah. I found it quite furry. What's happening, Peter? Good to see Peter. You still in India? Peter? Eugene, you should title your next live "Only Gay Perfume Chat." Maybe they will stay away. all gay perfume chat. No, man. We get bombarded, bro. The army would come in. They'd send in the army. You need to have no emotions to be able to live in this world nowadays, because it hurts. And we just need to heal those emotions. It's okay to have emotions. I mean, emotions tell us how to feel. Without emotions, then we would really not know how we feel. And sometimes we wear perfume to remind us of how we feel. Back in the UK. Cool. Milo says, I'm a huge fan of Bobby Ono and prefer him a million times over Yoko Ono. You didn't like the yodeling Yoko Ono? I mean, they only had to turn her mic off whenever she joined the stage. The name Nice Bergamot suits that perfume. Who makes Nice Bergamot? Ooh. Friday. I'm in love. Yeah, baby. 3:36 on a Friday. Life is great, isn't it? Life is fucking spectacular, right, guys? Space says, I need to test Labo Freshies, Citron, Bigarade, Tuberose, and Cedrat. I think for me, Cedrat was the nice and freshest from all of those. Have you tried Bois Talisman? Looks a bit uninspiring, but I'm thinking of getting a sample. Yeah, it's very... I have tried it. Eddie Vedder, better with better weather. Eddie Vedder. Hey Lindsay, scent of the day is Lorenzo Villoresi, Tente de Neige. Love a powder bomb. Me too. Well, I'm not familiar with Tente de Neige. Ooh, I love powdery perfumes. Powder is one of my favorite feelings. My favorite thing. One of my favorite accords. Freshies from Labo are overpriced, nothing special there. I kind of agree with that too. I find it hard to spend so much money on a Freshie. Like, I have no problem when it's not a Freshie, when it's an ambery, whatever, it could be anything, but as soon as it's like citrus based or geared or, I don't know, boring citruses. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's like that, but I mean, it probably doesn't cost the perfumer any less time. He still has to create a full formula, a full perfume, regardless of its citrus or if it's patchouli and ambergris, you know what I mean? I liked Limet, but glad I went with Gaiac instead. I don't find Limet overly fresh at all for something based around lime. I find it's just, its wood base is way too dense and heavy. It's peppery and cedary, and all of its freshness is kind of wrapped up in this musk where it doesn't really have much juiciness. Like, I don't find the lime juicy. It's just kind of like lime scented. Or the bergamot. I don't know. I don't find them juicy at all, or sparkling, or refreshing like other fresh citruses. Like even eau givre, you know, that's so sparkling and refreshing and energetic. When I spray it on, it's like revitalizing, you know what I mean? It's just like this burst of energy. I don't get that with Limet. I've yet to come across a freshman that's truly wowed me. Maybe it's not possible. What's happening, Houdini? Where the fuck have you been? Where have you been, man? It's good to see you. Houdini disappeared and he's back. He's back. Disappeared for a long time, man. Come up for some air every once in a while. You know what I mean? It's good to see you. Use that blowhole. Use that blowhole. Bergamot 22 is basically Versace Eau Fraiche. I guess Versace Eau Fraiche was kind of legendary in early YouTube days, wasn't it? Ooh, hello. How you doing? You've always said that about Freshies for a long time now. Consistent. And the thing is, when I wear a Freshie, it's usually for, you know, 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours max. It's never, oh yeah, I've got a 12-hour date today, I'm taking this Freshie with me. Hell nah. You know what I mean? Freshies are usually just for short periods of time. The CK Summer was nice. I don't remember CK Summer. I guess CK1 would have been a good Freshie back in its day. Same as Cool Water. I don't know what it smells like now. Ugh. I need to try vetiver 46 and Labnum 18. Hope they surprise me. So I'm obsessed with vetiver 46. I love it. Like, I love it to death. I think it's probably my favorite vetiver. It's up there with Sycamore. It's up there with any other vetiver. Any other vetiver. Guerlain vetiver, Sycamore, the Hermes, the Frederic Mull. I think it's amazing. It's basically vetiver, frankincense, and vanilla, and it's done in this very balmy way. Dry, smoky vetiver root. It's so classy, warm, soft, a bit golden. It has a nice golden hue to it. Probably some amber with that vanilla, but really, really nice. It might be, it's an amazing vanilla too. And frankincense. I love, one thing Labo does right is frankincense. I love the frankincense that they use. Getting married and shit, bro. now you see what it's like. All you guys, tell us what it's like. But you're already married. You're already kind of married. He is Houdini, gonna disappear. Congrats, bro. We are happy for you. We're happy for you. Coromandel and Le Lion in hot weather honestly works. Well, that's what they do in the Middle East, isn't it? They wear those big, heavy ouds. So, and Le Lion was marketed for the Middle East. Hey, is number 5 low a freshie? I would consider it a freshie, yeah. It's way more fresh and citrusy than it is floral. Well, it still has that floral heart, vanilla base. Coromandel in heat. I'd like to try it. I remember Toons always said he prefers Musk Ravageur in the heat. I prefer Musk Ravageur in the heat as well, opposed to cold weather. Coromandel. It's got a heavy base. It's got a heavy vanilla in the base. Ooh, Galen is. I can see Galen is here. The gunslinger. He's whipping him out. He's throwing him out like. He's throwing him out like. What's that guy's name? Fucking Patrick Swayze in that Bouncer movie. What was the name of the movie? Galen, what was the name of the movie? Somebody knows. MFK Media Cologne Forte is super juicy and invigorating. Houdini says, I'm wearing a lasting freshie today. Healy Cologne, whatever. I can't remember. But it's amazing. Awesome. Amazing colognes. All right, shout out your amazing colognes. Benjoy 19 to me is top-notch Ollie Banham frankincense. It's super underrated. I like Benjoin as well. I actually wore some the other night after work for meditation. Benjoin. Nice incensey vanilla. It's a lot like Poivre, to be honest. Like, I find them, they have a lot of similarities going on. What's happening, Brian Aiken? Hey, Eugene, got your Les Ups today. Samples yesterday. La Doulette Exquise is my favorite. Thank you for sending me all 3 to try. You are very welcome. Yeah, okay, I'm glad that they arrived. You're just around the corner. I know exactly where you are. I went to high school up in your, when I saw like Mississauga and your street name, you're literally just, like I could have dropped them off, but, and I thought, yeah, maybe I'll drop them off, but I didn't want to like impose on anyone's privacy. You know, you just never know how people are going to respond. But I went up to high school up there in that area. So, yeah, no, thanks for trying them. I'm glad that you enjoyed the samples. It's great seeing you too in the chat. And Galen is saying Roadhouse. Yeah, everybody's saying Roadhouse. Yeah. What was his name? What was Swayze's name in the movie? That's what we'll call Galen from now on. Roadhouse, Roadhouse, Roadhouse. Pain doesn't hurt. Lindsay says, hey Galen, it's Lindsay from Sephora. Hi Lindsay from Sephora. It's good seeing you here. It's funny how 2 people from Sephora meet or find each other. I'm not sure if they could have met before, but. Poivre 23 is my favorite Le Labo. A benzoin put home. Galen says, Lindsay, I'm between calls. Don't worry, Lindsay is probably in between calls too, Galen. We're good. We're all good. Nobody's going to say anything. Guys, let us know what you're wearing. Let us know what fragrance you're wearing. Let us know what your perfume you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. Let us know where in the world you are watching from. Also, like the stream. Double tap the screen right there on my face. Double tap the screen to like the stream. Thank you so much for being with us, for spending your time and your energy and your wisdom and your kindness and your, yeah, just your energy. It's good to see you guys. It's good to hang out. What's happening, ML? Congrats. Today is your Brute Day. I'm not exactly sure what we're celebrating, but thank you, ML. Okay. Houdini says, are you dropping new Les Abs anytime soon? Yeah, so we've finished designing the perfume, and they're just filling it now, and I figure we'll launch it in 2 months, Houdini. 2 months. A kind of a soapy floral fougere, fresh floral fougere Nice ambery resin in the base. The softest ambery resin in the base. It's a nice soft. I try to get Antoine to work as if he was working for Chanel. And nice and soft. Soft. Lindsay says it's summer Friday, almost 4 here. I'm still working. It's almost 4 here too. Galen, can Lindsay take the rest of the day and the weekend off? Can you approve that somehow? Let's get it going. Brian says, I went to Meadowvale a long time ago. I went to, not Meadowvale, I went to Mount Carmel, just down the road. Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Swayze's name in Roadhouse was Dalton. Dalton Banghart, there you go. Actually, Galen's name is cooler than Dalton. We'll just keep calling him Galen. I've been at the SDC all week and it took me 18 hours to get back. Lindsay says, never met. Heard you mention here that he worked at Sephora. I've been here 22 years. That's so cool. 22 years. Wow. That's incredible. That's how long I've been with Mike. I've been with my company for, hell, 22, 23 years now, right around the same time. Wow, that's wild. That's a long time, eh? That is a long time. Sephora Galen, I just not know. Nice, I think. Peter, what's happening? I'm live. Iris Pearl on a hot and humid South Florida day. Good to see Peter. In Iris Pearl, Les Indemnidables, Iris Pearl. A nice soapy iris. Soapy and floral iris. SV as in Creed Original Vetiver. Smells literally like soap. I like Original Vetiver. It's a bit like, or so they say, it's a bit like Mugler Cologne, but probably better. Which SDC? Vegas, Utah, Memphis? I drove to Savannah. Cool, man. Sounds great. Eugene, let's get Les Abs at Scent Bar. How do we do that? How do we get him at Scent Bar? I'd love that. I'd love to get Les Abs at Scent Bar. Where is that? In Los Angeles? I need to go visit Los Angeles. I gotta see what Hollywood is all about. Maybe I'll just like belong there and never come back. you know what I mean? You just never know. You just never know. What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes, 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 yeah, I would just let it go, you know what I mean? I wouldn't put any energy into that. Fresh floral fougere, eh? Just sampled fougere emeraude, and that and Iris Pearl were my standouts from Les Indemnidables line. All right, okay. Iris, I have Iris Pearl. I don't have Fougere Emeraude. Galen says she needs to get approval from her manager. Galen, approve it. Approve it, Galen. Who do we need to get approval from to get Les Abs into Sephora? How long would that take? Is that even possible, first of all? Like, is it even possible? And if it was, how long would it take and what would it include? Is it worth doing? I imagine, are there any risks involved? What are the risks involved with signing a contract with Sephora? I wonder if you're liable for any sort of anything. Dalton Bonard. I want to know the best nickname that Galen's ever had. I bet you he's had a fuck ton of nicknames. Oh, Mount Carmel. We had a feud. I think I wasn't into that, but I heard things. Pre-internet, basically, so amazing I knew about it. So actually, I was the very first generation of Mount Carmel. Like when we moved here, the school was just built. We were the first ones. You know what I mean? I was the first set of grade 9s there, first set of grade 10s. And then after that, they filled up. But like, that's how far back I go. First generation. Lindsay says, I don't like a lot of Sephora fragrances. Me neither. I don't even like walking into Sephora. I gotta be honest. No hate, like nothing personal, but I get so much anxiety when I walk into Sephora. I see the shelves are super cluttered. They have these friggin' ropes attached to the perfumes as if they're children and you don't want your children to walk away. I understand they're for security and they don't want to get lost in theft, but oh my God. And then the signage up, like reading, like the signage kind of tries to tell you what family the fragrance is in, what the notes are, and it's all in these different colors and the contrasts are horrible. I was like, oh my God, my eyes hurt. I just got to get out of there. Like the energy in Sephora for me is just like, it gives me the ick. I got to be honest. I get the ick. I just get strained. So I got to I beeline it in. I walk in really quickly to see if there's like anything worth like my interest. And if not, I just quickly beeline out. Gotta go. Got to go. Wait a minute. So Bobby wants to talk about this. Bobby's not letting this go. Galen's new name is Roadhouse. I mean, if we bless him with that name, we gotta baptize him. I think he's just baptized himself by slamming a couple of people out of here head first too, right through the doors. No, he didn't even open the doors for them. Just didn't even say hello to the chat. He just said, you, out, get the fuck out, and threw them out head first. Without any effort, didn't even break a sweat. And he's on a call to his boss at Sephora. You see that? Scent Bar is in LA and New York City. It's Lucky Scent online. All right, let's do it. Bellamy Vetiver on one hand, Equipage on the other, just to compare. For me, Bellamy Vetiver immediately. Les Abs should be at Lucky Scent or Venba. Where's Venba? How come I don't know of Venba? But I agree. Should be at Lucky Scent. First, you need to visit Antoine Lee in France. I do, certainly do. We should all just meet him there, surprise him. Ta-da! We're here. Let us in. Let us in. We bang on the door. Let us in. Or we kick the door down. Come on in. Don't touch anything. Don't look at anything. We'll be touching everything, looking at everything, sitting everywhere. Impossible is nothing. Everything is possible. Approve it, Galen. Approve it, Galen. Get it going. Galen, get it going. Canada asked me about you. I ask Canada about you all the time too, and why do they let you in? They say because you spend your money here. We need American greenbacks. We need more American money. Guys, come visit Canada. Spend all your money here. What? They think that stuff is so important, says Galen. I said no one gives a shit. You can crash at my place if you come visit LA. What kind of a crash? What kind of a crash are we talking about? How big of a crash? I got standards, you know. All right, Zen, you got to slow down here. I have no idea what you're trying to say. So we got to make this kind of a Zen space for everybody. What what the hell's going on here? Galen's got to go. Come back soon, Dalton. We'll catch Antoine Lee making less than top in this bathtub. Like steroids. Like the Hells Angels. How's everybody doing? It is such a beautiful day. It's so peaceful. Yo, I feel so lucky to be here in Canada. Talk about peaceful. Being born here is kind of a gift. Like if you land here, if you spawn in Canada, I think even in the US, it's kind of a gift. Do you have a favorite Houbijon? I don't know any Houbijon. I'm blocks away from Scent Bar and Scent Room. See you later, Zen. Stay Zen, brother. Stay in your Zen space. And a short drive from Beverly Hills Perfumery. I know Alan from Beverly Hills Perfumery. Like we've chat online a couple of times. Seems like a cool dude, dope dude. It's getting really hot. Just sprayed DH 2020. How you feeling about that 2020? That's the cedar bomb. Cardamom and cedar. What's your next purchase? Ooh. I got Rose Zamira and Oud Nude on my hand, which I kind of enjoy. Zuzu, I still want Zuzu. I think I need Zuzu. Other than that, I don't know. Like I'm smelling a lot of these new things. I just don't like. I got Urba Pura here and a Reflection Man here. I mean, they just don't do anything for me. Ombre Nuit, yeah, I wore Ombre Nuit yesterday. Look, still got it in my car, right? I love it so much. I wore it to work 2 days in a row, and I'm like, God, I wonder what the Esprit is like. Because I love the spice accord in here. This is my type of thing. Like, I love the amber. The amber in here is so perfumey. I love it. It's ambery and musky and soft and sensual, cozy and warm and spicy, you know? But this soft spicy, it's nothing offensive, it's nothing obnoxious. It's just super, super cool, you know? It's just super cool. I wonder what the Esprit is like. I imagine it's going to be a whole lot more resinous, a whole lot more sticky and gummy. It'll have like those more gum resins, which I love. Like kind of like Grand Soir-ish. Did you try the new Celine? It's okay. I did, and I gotta say I'm more than disappointed with the new Celine, just because of how much it reminds me of another Celine. Saint-Germain-des-Prés. So it's Honnête de Francais, the new one. The new Celine is Honnête de Francais, which is kind of this orange blossomy jasmine thing. It's so I was like, what the hell am I smelling? Is this Honnête de or is it Saint-Germain-des-Prés? Like, I was a little bit confused. I liked it, but I just found it, and for the price, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna have two fragrances that are so similar. And yeah, no, not at these prices. I did like it, but yeah, I ain't buying it. But I love Saint-Germain-des-Prés. That's the thing, though. I love that big orange blossom. It's a big, fresh, citrusy orange blossom. Neroli, petted grain, that grain de poudre, the vanilla. It's a really beautiful green and vegetal, fresh. I love it. Carl says, I'm not wearing anything today because my hoodie smells still, but I did just order the new Les Indémodables and Vetiver Tonka. Is the new one out? Like, it's launched already? It just feels like I heard about it like yesterday for the first time. A little basic, eh? Says JJ. Peter says Oud Nude was a surprise for me too. The essay at Epcot Guerlain was pushing tobacco honey, which I got so bitter on my skin it became a scrubber. I smelled it, tobacco honey, again today at the Guerlain thing. Even though I own it, like I went through the whole range and I'm like, oh, it just doesn't feel like it fits, eh? Or the direction of Guerlain Arts and Materials has changed so much. I don't know. I feel kind of disconnected from it right now. Although I did like I kind of like Oud Nude. I don't know. I think maybe it's just too many releases. You know, there's just too many of them. And you can't love everything, you know? When there's so many of them, you can't possibly love them all. So you gotta love them or leave them. There's no reason to take them all along. That's where I am now. But yeah, I liked Oud Nude. I'll probably pick up Oud Nude at some point. I've got tobacco honey. I've got Paris Patchouli. I like the idea of Paris Patchouli. Like, I smelled that again today, and I feel like I like Paris Patchouli more than tobacco honey. I love tobacco, I love honey scents, but I don't mind wearing it once in a while, but I don't love it. I don't nearly love it. I'm trying to love it. I'm trying to convince myself, but that's never fun, is it? It's always better when it just happens naturally. You know, you don't have to force it. When that chemistry is there and it flows, and you don't have to worry whether it's going to love you back or it's going to give you a headache or you're going to have to wash it off after 5 minutes. Yes, Immortelle Solaire launched yesterday. A big Immortelle, I imagine, eh? They've got a very exclusive Immortelle Antoine was talking about. A very exclusive that he can't sell it to anybody else. What's happening, Yafar? Good to see you. I'm in Aventus 2016 Vintage Iguis Platinum, one of my absolute favorite combos. Sweet. I'm happy for you, Yafar. If it makes you happy, I am happy for you. As long as you are happy. Thoughts on Bois d'Harmonie? I like that a lot too. I'm happy I have 2 bottles because I think it's discontinued. But that's like the yeah, the Harmonie incense paper, Armenian paper. Fuck, that's I was gonna say that's not a Kurgdian, is it? For a moment I thought it was a Kurgdian because it was Armenian incense paper and he's Armenian. I don't think it's a Kurgdian, is it? Bois d'Harmonie is a Monardo. I think it's a Nique Monardo. I love it. It's incense. It's this incredible incense and vanilla perfume. Bois d'Harmonie. A lot like Bois d'Argent. Very soft and elegant. Do you ever plan on selling your Louis Vuittons? I think the bros will pay big bucks for old batches. I would sell a few of them, not all of them. I would sell that sandalwood I have. What's the sandalwood one called? God, I hate it so much. Like, I can actually say I hate it because I do. Because I hate the person that I turn into when I wear it. Like, I just hate the way I feel. You know what I mean? That's how you know you truly hate a perfume. Is if you hate the way that the effect that the perfume has on you, it's an instant hate. And I don't want to say I hate too many perfumes, but I hate that one. I just turn, like, my insides start to sour. Ugh. And does that happen to anyone else? Does anyone else hate the person they become after they apply a shitty perfume? Is that normal? Maybe that's just too much self-reflecting. I don't know, but I'm okay with it. Ronaldo or Messi? You pick, man. I'm on your side. I pick you, Zinab. Yeah, Bois d'Harmonie, thumbs up. Yes, I would pay retail for Bois d'Harmonie. I did pay retail for Bois d'Harmonie. I think I'm gonna get Queer Beluga before it fucking vanishes. I have a feeling Queer Beluga might vanish. Like, if they're pulling Bois d'Harmonie and Tonka Imperial off the shelf, who's to say they won't pull Queer Beluga off? Surge Fumery Turk is way better than Tobacco Honey. Similar idea. I agree. Surge is way better and way more interesting and easier to wear. Tobacco Honey is so damn piercing. That's the problem. It's too damn loud, and it's overdosed in it's the eugenol. It's fucking cranked to 11. You know, the clove, the big spicy clove. It's all eugenol. And I love clove, but this is OD'd. You know what I mean? It's all methed out on clove. You ever plan on selling your Louis Vuittons? You know, just maybe that sandal one. I don't like the leather that I have either. So there's Ombre Nomad, and what's the other leather one? It smells like Ombre Nomad. Galen really loves it. I don't enjoy wearing that one either. Come on, handsome, let's hit the beach, then the Angels game. It sounds like a party to me. Sounds like a party. What's happening, Ryan? Good to see Ryan. Hope you're doing well on Friday afternoon. Hope life is treating you well. Hope all your dreams and your wishes and your goals and your beliefs and everything is coming to you at some point. Hope your heart is full. Hope your spirit is content. Santal Noir. Nouveau Monde. Yeah, I would sell Nouveau Monde. Oh, Hazard. Yeah, I have Oh Hazard. I've got that. It might actually be discontinued now. I tried selling it once. Nobody bit. If it's discontinued, now they'll want it. But if it's discontinued, I won't want to. I'll want more money for it. You know what I mean? Actually, I don't know if I want to sell them. I don't really sell a whole lot of my own stuff. That's a really strong emotional reaction to a scent, mate, isn't it? Yeah, but I'm glad I have that awareness. You know what I mean? Thoughts on CR7 cologne? I hope he made bank. That's my only thoughts. I hope he made a lot of money off of it. Though Angelique Noir was my standout from the line, Queer Beluga was right behind it. I liked Angelique Noir too, but not as much. I feel like I like the other vanillas a bit more than Angelique. Angelique at times feels like a bit too much as well. But beautiful, very beautiful. Which Celine to get for a die-hard Queer Beluga fan, Zuzu or Don Putty? Flip a coin. Flip a coin. They're both great. If you like Queer Beluga, I think they would enjoy either of these. For me, I would say Don Putty first. But Zuzu wears incredibly. Like, it has a really, when you wear it and you're hit with that smell after it's bloomed, you know, after a couple hours, it's just really nice and filling. You should get a backup of Eau Sauvage before Kirky shits all over it. You think they'd let him fuck with it? You think they'd let him do that? That would be mental. I bet you if he could save them, like 0.3 cents on the dollar, they might. They might. They might have hired him more to be accountant than a perfumer. Sarah, good to see Sarah. Sarah on vacation. Yo, your vacation looks incredible. I hope you're enjoying that. I mean, I imagine you are enjoying it. But good for you. Good to see you on having an amazing time. Italy, I think it's Italy. That's where it was. Amazing, amazing pictures. You look like you're having an incredible time. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. If you're still here, I'd be gone. If I were you, I'd be on the beach too. But yeah. Eau Sauvage rules. Ryan says, I just found Tiziana Terenzi Gold Rose Oud in my fragrance closet, Eugene, and I can't believe I owned it. Straight into eBay, baby. It's so heavy and cloying. You didn't know you had it? Surprise, surprise, eh? Yeah, this sometimes happens with us, eh? Where'd this come from? Yeah, I don't have any Tiziana Terenzi either. Milosh in Fougère Royale. Good to see Milosh. When's Les Abs number 4 coming? It's probably going to be 2 months from now. Yeah. I figure within 2 months we can launch. Maybe even sooner, but 2 months to say, like, to leave a little bit of gap there, some safe space. There's no way they let him fuck with Eau Sauvage. He'll start a new line before then. Yeah, unless they have to. Like, what would they need to reformulate from there anymore? Although I do feel like there's quite a bit of natural materials in there. I don't think it's all synthetic. Good old Kirky. Kirky's a legend, man. Just out here making fistful of cash off of aerosol perfumes, off of Axe body sprays. Kirky. Guys, who's more talented, Kirky or Wasser? And how did 2 of the best perfumers in the world, how do we lose these guys to like luxury corporate perfume brands? 2 best perfumers in the world. Can you imagine they were on the free market, like creating niche, like real niche, not like luxury polished perfumes? Crazy, eh? Thoughts on Quentin Biche? Honestly, I'd rather not think about him. I'd rather not. I did smell one of his amouage. It was not bad. Was it Purpose? I think it was a Quentin Biche. It was very woody, incensey, piney. Yeah, I gotta give it to him. I mean, I smelled it, I enjoyed it, right? And I think it was a Biche. But as far as like those woods, those amber woods are a menace. They are a menace. Wasser is more my style, Peter says, but both are obviously renowned. He gets a forever pass for Encens Mythique. Okay, so Peter, Encens Mythique or Ombre Nuit? What do you prefer? I was thinking about that yesterday as I was wearing Ombre Nuit. I was like, ooh, Encens Mythique, a little bit. I know it's like amber, but Ombre Nuit might have a bit of ambergris in it as well. It smells like there is, because there is something like really mysterious to it. Let's put some on. This stuff is incredibly spicy. Cinnamon. I love this. Oh my God. It's fruity too, and it's a jammy rose. It's definitely jammy, but the jam is subdued. It's not sweet. And there's a wicked benzoin that goes through the base of this that's so incensey. And this has touches of Mitza. Mitza is rose and incense as well. And I see elements of Mitza in here. But Mitza is even more spicy and more bigger and bolder and incensier and rosier and jagged. You know, Mitza is the bigger sister to Ombre Nuit. But I find Encens Mythique and Ombre Nuit related. What if Quentin Biche thinks about you and loves you? I'd love him back. And then we'd help him a bit with his perfumes. We'd give him some advice that he wasn't asking for. Or would we? Let's say we became friends. Would it be rude to say something like, hey, we don't like your hacky gala? What do you guys think? Would you guys tell him if he was like one of your best friends, somebody you talk to every day? Or would just be like, hey, I love all of your stuff. Quentin is like the Marias of this generation, repeats the same Aki Gala thing over and over with. I love QB work, says Milosh. And you're allowed to, totally. If you do, you do. That's cool. I love that for you. Honestly, I do. If you love it, that's great. I love that people find something appealing. You know, not everybody needs to love what I love. Actually, I don't want you to love what I love. I want you to love what you love, and then we can talk about it like grown men. Right? You're allowed to love what you love. But yeah, most of the things, like, I haven't smelled a whole lot of Quentin Biche, I gotta be honest. But the Ganymede to me was a friggin' sledgehammer. Driving at 100 and then just Shohei Ohtani with a sledgehammer. Taking the outfield. Anyone see the baseball Ohtani hit the other day and it bounced off of the kid's head? Oh my God. That was like the funniest thing I've seen since a home run went off of Canseco's head when he was at the Rangers. Ball bounced off of his head and went over the fence for a home run. Incredible. Call all of your friends. Tell them. Incredible. Smoky, incensey, dusty patchouli. QB is more quirky. Quentin Biche is more quirky but more experimental. He can hold a rock of ambergris up all he wants. I doubt there's any in Encens Mythique. You know, if you smelled the original batches, and if you smelled the original batches of Ombre Eternal, you would swear it is natural ambergris. And talking to him, like, I don't think he really has anything, like, he's got nothing to gain by lying, you know what I mean? So by talking to him, like, I got to talk to him. I got to look into his eyes as he was telling me it's natural ambergris. And he whipped out his phone and he's scrolling and he pulls up pictures of him on the beach holding this thing, and it looks like a brain. That this thing looked like a brain. And, you know, his eyes were pretty convincing. It didn't look like he was hiding anything. So, I mean, for me, it's not hard to believe that it's natural ambergris in those OG bottles. What's in there now, it could be a synthetic, but yeah, Ombre Eternal was incredible for ambergris. That was super raw, salty. Yo, the first time I wore it, I was at work on a Sunday. I'll never forget this. It's burned into my brain. I was at work on a Sunday morning, 3 a.m. And I packed, it was my first wear of Ombre Eternal. I just got it that Saturday, the day before. I was saving it to go to work. I had a full work day. I remember working in the press, wanting to vomit. I was in the press like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, oh my God, this thing is coming alive on me. I feel like the whale is in the press with us. I feel like I'm lost out in the ocean. You know what I mean? I was bobbing out in sea. Like, the ambergris just came super dirty and nasty and funky. I was like, should I wash this off or should I keep going? Oh my God, like, I want to see where this goes, but I'm starting to get sick. Like, you know what I mean? I'm starting to regurgitate the ambergris. It felt really natural to me. I was convinced. Like, you know what I mean? My insides were churning. I didn't wash it off. I held on to it, and I'm glad I did, because this is like one of the best things I've ever worn, and I'm glad that I have a bottle. Jared says Eugene Rich said he wants a sample of Meets Off from you. Kirky is better than Wasser. What do you like? What do you like better? How is he better than Wasser? Guys, like the stream. If you haven't liked the stream, give the stream a good like. Tap right there on my face. Thank you for liking the stream. Don't get the hype with Beach, says Peter. Ganymede smells like photorealistic wet brown paper on me. His Guidance 46 was pretty nice, though. Tool, what's happening? How come I've never smelled any Kenton Beach perfume? What's his most famous creation? Yeah, Ganymede, I think. There could be some other things. I haven't smelled a whole lot either, but Ganymede is heavy artillery, you know? It's very, very heavy on the senses. It just dulls my senses. That's what it does. It's just so big, it shuts me down. I'm really sensitive to that crap. No offense, Kenton. We love you, but we don't love the Akigala wood. Just getting, I need some air in here. For those who haven't seen, Quentin Biche is in the BBC Perfume doc featuring Guerlain. There is a documentary on, yeah, he is in some documentaries on the internet that they've captured of him as a young perfumer when he first came. I think he's with Givaudan or Firmenich. It doesn't really matter, but even during the hiring process and what it took, you know what I mean? Like, they go behind the scenes there. And I don't remember who was his mentor, but he was a big guy. He was a famous perfumer, and he talked about why, or what he saw in Quentin and why he decided to hire him and all the other perfumers that he hired. It's a pretty cool watch. I love those documentaries, regardless. Like, there's some really good ones of Jean-Claude Elena from his home Although he speaks French in his. I don't think he speaks any English. I was surprised to learn. No, I'm not even going to say that because I just realized I'm going to shut my mouth. Never mind. As a greenery student, pizza. Yeah, pizza over pizza, but pizza, I'd love some right now. Quentin Niche. Ryan says Ganymede extrait was horrific. Immortellinate was swamped under a sea of burning amberwoods. Work that one out. Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, I'd love to see Quentin Tarantino film a movie called Ganymede. I wonder what that would look like. That would be pretty wild, eh? I have both. I love them. Ombre Eternal is a salty one. It is salty and leathery, and has a great dry iris in the top. Iris and cardamom. And then it has this wild caramel, that like this syrupy caramel. Cardamom, yeah, iris and cardamom, leather. Might even have coffee in it. It's very textured. It's a very bold Middle Eastern perfume, but addictive, very addictive. It's got a lot of addictive qualities in it, but it's also overdosed with those harsh chemicals that Guerlain uses in absolutes. Yeah, those are not absolutes. Those are fucking chemical lutes. Those are pollutes. Pollutes the desert. Ombre Eternal is very challenging sometimes. Oh, it can be. It's bold. I don't think the last translucent bottles of Encens Matique have natural ambergris anymore. Side by side with the prior opaque bottle, there's now a synthetic nose tingling twinge there. Yeah, I got to smell Jubilation 25 today with the mag cap, which I've never ever smelled before, so I was really curious. Because I have the OG cap, right? The friction cap, so I wanted to see if I'd be able to notice any differences, and right away I was just like, oh, it's not the same. You can definitely tell, like, it's different. And my heart just kind of goes, ugh, you know? That's the feeling. It's just like, ugh, something's missing. It's like it's aged really bad. It's still recognizable, but it's totally lost its youth. Encens Matique has real ambergris for sure. I'm smelling Ombre Supreme and feel the same feeling as in the Guerlain. Same thing with Ombre Eternal. Yeah, I would say it's real ambergris too, especially the early bottles. I don't know now. I haven't smelled the clear Encens Matique. We are liberal enough to discuss different tastes. That is very rare. Oh, we're all adults. We're all adults. That's what I would say. We're all adults. Wasser is phenomenal. He can be. He can be. When he's not handcuffed. JJ says, I'm going to email you about the contact that I have in LA regarding Les Abs. Be on the lookout. All right, sweet. Just as long as it's not Marco. Don't make it Marco. But I'll look out for it. Let's make it happen. What year, like batches wise, would have no real ambergris regarding Encens? I couldn't tell you that, man. The batches on Encens Matique, no idea. Bobby says Encens is a masterpiece sauce. Is email the best contact? Email, Instagram, Yeah, if you're not following me, guys, on Instagram, under the same name, You Smells Good, you can follow me there. You can message me there. Or email, it doesn't really matter. Do you go to the dentist often? I'm glad I fixed my tooth the other day that I ignored for a long time. I've seen bad teeth can cause a lot of problems outside the mouth area. Yeah, I go to the dentist. What do you mean outside of the mouth area? Can you imagine a whale looking at them? It's vomit, for God's sakes. Peter said had high hopes for Ombre Supreme. Agreed it evoked Encens Matique, but then it became salty and bitter suntan lotion on my skin. A surprise scrubber. My skin is a harsh critic. There you go. I guess that's your best critic then. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Your body will let you know one way or another. Yeah, there's another good ambergris. That's very floral. I find that quite jasmine-y and shampoo-y. Yeah, salty, briny, aldehydic, right? It has a bit of the marina to it, the ambergris bobbing in the ocean. What about Bois d'Azil? Do you guys get ambergris from Bois d'Azil? Even though it might not be any, but Bois d'Azil has that effect it would have an ambergris, even if it's synthetic. Ombre Eternal is a perfect example why one should pay no attention to them for granting a chord section. It says it's animalic leathery thing, and for me it's a huge salty, powdery, soft leather iris too. It's animalic leather. I get animalic leather from it too, but I also get the soft powder leathers. I get all of it. It's a kitchen sink. I get all of it. Spill the beans. Never. Never. I'll take it to the grave. Frederick Mull, in my opinion, started a new era of perfumes, brought back quality. Yeah, we definitely are grateful for Frederick Mull, and we definitely needed him. JJ, I just got your message on the Les Abs app. All right, I'll check it out. I just said I got a message. I will check it out. Thanks for the info. Thanks for the hookup. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There's so many of you guys that have come through and helped and just been there. There's been some guys, that have watched every single minute of every video I've ever created. Live stream or recorded. I kid you not. I kid you not. Peter says, no, not jubilation. Cherishing the final 1/3 of my remaining bottle. Yes, Juby. That's unfortunate too. Oh, Ombre Nude is fire. So good, so spicy and rosy. In that documentary, they show Elena sniffing out a stainless steel door frame, gathering inspiration. That man is in his own class. He was smelling the door frame. Yeah, I remember that part. He was smelling some weird shit. Yeah, and there's some trees growing out in the backyard. GB is by far the worst Amwash reformulation. They completely neutered it and doesn't last at all. I wasn't able to wear it, just sprayed on a blotter. And I got the spray reflection. I got some reflection on here and just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about reflection. Wonder what the new memoir smells like. Wait, who's Marco? Oh, isn't he I gotta remember myself. Let me remind myself who Marco is. The Dominator. If your name is Dominic Hoshek, the Dominator, then please, by all means, troll away. If not, enjoy your stay. Milo says, I have Bentley Absolute Naked Cedarwood to my nose. Dushan says, Eugene, what do you want to drink? I'm buying. I would love a glass of water. That's my favorite drink in the world. You can put a little bit of salt inside. It's agua. Agua. What's up, Rudy? Another 13 is Z-Bast. It's fun. I'd say it's fun. I like wearing it. I don't like, you can see I haven't worn a whole lot of it. But, I mean, the times I've got this. What is this? October 12th, 2020? Like, look at that. So this is almost 5 years old. And I, you know, probably wore it less than, I don't know, maybe 10 times. What does that look like? How many wearings does that look like? What color do you guys see when you spray this? I have a color in mind. And it leans towards something in between red and pink. Kind of like a fruity candy. I see a reddish, more like a lighter red candy colors. That's what I see. I would love to take a big whiff of your neck and see how delicious you smell. You know, the thing is, I don't really spray perfume on my neck. You'd have to sniff a little bit lower. It is our traditional greeting. I don't want to offend your religious disbelieving. What's going on here? Brock Star, good to see Brock in Scandal Put Home. It's not my style and has made me feel ill a couple of times. Fail. So why do you continue to wear it? Like, I do the same thing. And what are you looking for in it? Like, when you wear it? Do you hate yourself when you wear it? Yeah. How do you feel when you wear it? What does anyone feel like they hate themselves when they wear a particular fragrance? Who said Reflection Man smells like Bellum? I never said that. Did I say that? You making clone fragrances? I never said that. I don't think it smells like Bellum at all. We all know you really want a Coke Zero. I mean, if I was out with Dushan, I'd probably be celebrating, so I'd have a drink for sure. I don't drink. I will drink if I'm out having a good time. I don't need a drink to have a good time, though. But if I was, I'd rather smoke it, you know what I mean? But if I was with Dushan, I would probably light up a nice joint. And yeah, Coke. I'd have a Diet Coke or a Coke Zero or maybe a vodka. I don't know. Maybe I'd have a dirty martini with 3 olives. Yeah, I'm okay with dirty martinis. I'm okay with drinks. You can even get some of the umbrellas in those drinks. Make these fruity concoctions. Peter says, I have the same feelings on Reflection Man, but it's my wife's favorite. I saw a lot of similarities with Fougere Emerald in the dry down. Powdery amber marshmallow. It was very soft. I'll say it was soft and powdery on first spray. Soft, floral, and powdery. Musky. Yeah, musky. Kind of a rosy, jasmine-y, soapy thing. Reflection was quite soapy and musky. About to go on a hike with my teenager. Hopefully the stairs have been helping one to keep up with him. Have a great day, Eugene. Beach date soon. Have a great day. Enjoy your hike. Enjoy your sun. Enjoy the day. Enjoy your moments. We will see you soon. Be a hero. Drink that zero. You look like you make awful garlic bread. I could probably make a mean garlic bread. It's because I know how to dice garlic. Persolate did. Persolate did what? Oh, he compared Balaam and... Oh, he compared Balaam to Reflection Man, I think. Yeah. No, I didn't get that. I don't know where that came from. I'm sure he wouldn't... If he smelled it again, like went back, I'm sure he wouldn't get that again. I remember... Yeah, I remember that. I was kind of like... Really? The first time I heard that, I was like, oh. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Do not agree. I think he's reacting to the fluffy marshmallow vibes. A Rudy Martini. Mr. P has many interesting takes on perfumes. Sure he does. He's smelled a million things, so I mean his perception counts too. And he has a pretty good perception. He's got a good perception of reality. So wearing Aventus today. I'm connected to all the bros. Actually, Rudy, I sprayed on the newest Aventus Absolute. It's so fresh. It's more Sauvage than the Aventus, right? At first spray, like very first impression. And I was like, how much is this? And Barbara, the rep, she's like $880. I was like, holy, like what, why so expensive? She's like, oh, it cost them a lot to make. I was like, oh. Have you watched two American hipsters visiting Essence to present their fart perfume? No, tell me about this. It sounds like Cheech and Chong meets Howard Stern. You remember when Howard Stern came from the rafters as Fart Man? Where was that? At the Oscars or something? And he landed. Who did he land on? Oh my God, he might have landed on Jerry Seinfeld or somebody. But that was friggin' hilarious. Fart Man. Or was that in the movie? Fart Man was the movie. But didn't he do that at the Oscars too? He came down from the rafters somewhere. Howard Stern. Fart Man. Yeah, I think Fart Man was the movies. Oh, he landed on M&M. Yeah, okay. He was pissed. Because he had a big fat ass, big sweaty ass in tights, and yeah, he landed his butthole right on Eminem's head. I was like, what the fuck was going on? MTV Awards, I think he landed on Luke Perry from 90210. Oh, that was all the rage when I was a young man. 90210. Guys, it's 4:48. Time is ticking. I gotta slowly get going. And I'm thirsty as a cow. I need some agua. Agua. I'd like some abs, but I'm happy to work for them. I'm happy to put in the time and the effort for them because I know they're coming. So when they come, they'll be super sweet, sweeter than a pomegranate. Way before Eminem. Minty roses, guys. Give us your best minty roses. Is MFK a la home minty? Who's tried that? Rudy, have you tried a la home? Is it minty? Give me the minty roses. Top 10 minty roses, guys. I want all the top 10 minty roses. Guerlain needs to bring back Rose Nacree immediately. That's, you know, before Wasser leaves Guerlain, whenever that happens, he needs to bring back Rose Nacree. He can redeem himself by bringing back Rose Nacree. That might be one of Guerlain's nicest roses, to be honest. Rose Nacree. Go Oilers! Hell yeah! When are they playing next? Hopefully soon. I want to watch a game. Weekend is here. I didn't watch the other night. I did see the highlights. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, McDavid is... They call him McJesus for a reason. What a hockey player. He's so, like, finesse. You know what I mean? Like, you watch it and you're like, how? Guy skates backwards, forwards, he turns around. I don't know how the hell this guy just spinorama. Incredible hockey player. Also, they're playing tonight. My son-in-law works at Rogers Place Stadium in Edmonton. Will be wild tonight. Good luck tonight, Edmonton and the Oilers. That'll be crazy. I adore Pink Floyd. Janet loves Pink Floyd too. So legendary. We have a local band called Punk Floyd. Yeah, there is some pretty like local dive bars here where you can go and watch cover artists for like, you know, 5 or 10. There used to be. I don't know if there are anymore. Like, it's been so long since I would go watching these bands play covers of Led Zeppelin or The Doors, whatever. You go in on a Saturday night, you drink a couple beers with your buds, and you sit at the table and there's these bands, and you just have a good time, right? Those were pretty wild too. Good old days with the boys, with the bois. Before life gets serious, you know, before life got serious, it was that space in between like high school, college, and wedding, you know what I mean? The good old days. But even now, we're making good old days. You know, in the future, even these will be good old days. We'll look back fondly on these times and go, yeah, these were good days, you know? We were happy, we were healthy, we were growing, we were young, we were hip, we were alive, we were connected. Janet says, I think Wasser has left Guerlain. Isn't it now Delphine Yelk by herself? I think he is flying the world and sourcing materials. And that's probably become his passion now. Like, let's be real. Do you really think he feels like sitting in a lab trying to recreate, like just chasing something over and over? I think he's kind of over that. I think that was kind of fun in the beginning. You know what I mean? And he's done that for 20 years or 30 years now, maybe 40 years. And now he's just like flying the world, like traveling. Like, think about that. What would you prefer, like doing your job? Because to him, like to us, he's an artist, right? We look at him as an artist, as some sort of a public figure, an icon, an athlete, or somebody to look up to idolize, right? But to him, it could just be a job. Like any one of us that go to a job that don't enjoy being there. You know? So he could just be fulfilling his dream. We don't know. We don't know what's going on over there. Like, nobody really has close ties. But I imagine he's happy doing whatever he is. I think happier than actually perfuming. Oilers are in Edmonton on home ice tonight. Good stuff. I love CNC, but I can only watch them high. I saw BB King at a dive bar in Kitchener in the 80s. He should have been on a huge stage. It was amazing. We used to go hang out at this place called The Lyric in Kitchener. And it was an old theater turned into a nightclub. And that's where we would go, like, to get out of our own city. We would go into like a couple of cities away from our own. And that's where you would have extra fun. Extra fun. But Kitchener was always great because there's always lots of universities around Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge. There's always like parties. Can you give us an idea when your floral fougere will be released? David Luke. My best guess is it'll be ready within 2 months, but I'll let you guys know soon. I'll let you know soon. Packaging was just signed off on yesterday. That will be 1 month. And I think the perfumes can be shipped here. They could be filled and shipped here within a month or two. So you're welcome. Thank you for asking. Thank you for anticipating. I appreciate that. Janet says this dive bar in Kitchener was called Level 21. Yeah, I wonder if the Lyric is still. I imagine it's not. Things are. I haven't been there in forever. But yeah, now's probably a good time to go. Almost 5 p.m. Friday afternoon. I'm gonna go and get a sweat, get a good pump, get ready for this evening, and just continue flowing, just continue living, just being, creating, enjoying, feeling. Always feeling, you know, every moment there's like a new feeling coming up inside. You're like, oh, let's navigate this one. Let's see what this one's all about. I felt that. What's that trying to tell me? You know, they're highs and lows. It's not always high, it's not always low. They're kind of all over the place, like the ocean, like the waves. Those feelings. Ooh, we got a nice bee in the car. Jenna says there are a whole bunch of movie theaters in downtown Kitchener. One of them was called The Lyric. It must have been that one. That's where it was. The Lyric. Would you like to have Delphine Yelk as a live stream guest? I would love to. I would absolutely love to have her on as a guest. You think she would come on? I think she'd be happy to come on. Why not? We're all a big happy family here. Got nothing to hide, right? Does she speak English? No, don't call her. Don't call her on my behalf. No, don't do that. What do you mean you'll call her? No. Does she speak English? I don't know if she speaks English. I know she speaks French. I've only ever heard her speak French. Dushan has her on speed dial. How about Cecile? I'd love to have Cecile on. That would be cool as hell. Cecile Zarokian. She speaks English, right? Ooh, I would probably blush if I had Cecile on. Yeah. Somebody fell. These guys come to the gym all the time. The ambulance is always at the gym resuscitating somebody or putting somebody on a stretcher. from Earth. I'm of this universe, just like you. I'm from this moment. I'm from love. I came from love. From freedom. And I'm going right back. You want to come? I'll take you with me. I'll show you what it's like. You might love it. You might stay. You might never come back. You might love it. Let's go. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. I kind of gotta go. I kind of gotta go. Take you into the gym? The gym's probably rammed right now. I will one day, but probably not right now. But I guess it'd be more interesting if there's people in. It'd be weird. It'd be weird. I don't want to bring you guys into the gym. It's just weird. You know what I mean? I'm not ready for that sort of relationship. Only because that's not what I want to do, you know what I mean? I could, if I wanted to do it, I would do it, but I don't, so. Guys, have a great weekend. What's up, turned on? Eating my cinnamon crunch soggy with milk these days. Oh, don't do it. You gotta eat those dry. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll see y'all very soon. I am out of here. I'm gonna go and lift some very heavy things that are gonna make me strong, big and strong, and last forever. But we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Love you all. Ta-ta.